Hi everyone, I hope you're doing alright. I thought I'd do a quick tutorial on how to make a drawstring bag for you. So the things you're going to need are going to be some fabric. This is the end of a duvet case that I'm just going to turn into a bag. You'll also need some scissors, something to cut round, so either a book or use a ruler, whatever you've got. You'll need a pen, a needle and thread, or a sewing machine, and some safety pins and some ribbon. So first things first, you want to lay your fabric nice and flat on a table somewhere and get whatever it is that you're going to draw around, whether that be a ruler or a book. I'm going to use a book because it's nice and easy. So you lay that down on top of your fabric and then just simply draw around it. I'm using a friction pen because they rub out really easy, but you can use anything really. So if you just draw around the book, there we go. Okay, so you should now have on your fabric a little box drawn. Can you see that? So now we're going to cut that out. If you take your time with this, guys, it doesn't matter how long it takes you. What you want is nice straight lines. So just take your time. No need to rush. Okay. So you should now have a little square of fabric. Okay. So the next step is that we're going to fold over all of the edges and sew them down. So you want the side of your fabric that the pattern's on, okay, and you're going to fold away from that. So down onto the side with no pattern, okay? So just a little bit, and fold that down, and then what we'll do is we'll pin it. So I'm going to use these little pins, but you can also use little safety pins if you're worried about stabbing yourself with a needle, okay? So we're going to do the top first, and I'll show you how to do that with a needle and thread. And then I'm going to quickly do the other sides with my sewing machine, just so that this video isn't too long. Okay, so this is the side with my pattern, and then this side is the side without my pattern. I folded my edge down onto, and you can see I've just pinned that all the way along. We've just got a little bit all the way along the edge. Okay, and then when we've done that one, we'll do all the other edges as well. And we'll fold those down. Okay, so I'll show you how to sew this first with a needle and thread. So I've got my needle with my thread on it here. Okay, you see? Okay, so on my fabric, I'm going to go in and out. So we're not going round and round, we're going in and out. Okay. We're going to pull it until we've got just a little bit of thread sticking through, and then we'll go back through there again. Okay? I'm going to keep doing that all the way along. Just pulling your thread all the way through. That's it. And as we get to those pins, we can just take those out and stick them straight in our pin cushion or in our pin box. Okay? So I'm just going to sew all the way along that edge. If it helps, you can use your ruler and draw a little line to follow on it. Okay? I'll just do this one by hand just to show you that, you know, we can do this by hand. But my next one, I think, the next 3 sides I'll do on the machine quickly. There's our next pin. With that. Okay, so when we get to the end, we're going to tie a little knot in it. Tie a little knot right at the end, and then we're going to trim our thread off. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to do that for all of the other sides as well. So that's what that should look like now. You should have all of that sewn over. A nice straight stitch on the other side. Now I'm going to do the other 2 sides on the machine quickly, just so that you can see what we're going to do. Very important, if you're going to use machine, you don't sew over any pins. So if you've got a sewing machine and you're going to use some pins, then you need to make sure that those pins get taken out before the needle gets anywhere near them. Right. Just trim away any excess bits of thread. Don't want those. Okay. So that's all your edges sewn in to the wrong side. So then on this side is your pattern, and you've got nice smooth edges all the way around. Okay? Right, so next we are going to fold this right down about an inch or so, which is probably about half of your finger, about that sort of length. Okay? So we're going to fold it right down, and then we're going to sew 2 lines of stitching across it. So we're going to go all the way along the bottom of that again, and then slightly further up if you want to. You don't have to. But creates a nice little channel for the ribbon. Okay, so we're going to go and fold it down and sew all the way along there. Okay, I'll do that quickly on my machine to show you what that looks like. Okay, so we'll just trim away all these little bits of excess thread you don't want. Be careful with this, you don't want to cut your fabric. You don't really need a second one, really. when you got to here, you can just use this nice little channel you've got here. And you see, so you should have a nice little kind of hole that you can put your ribbon through. Okay, we're not going to do that just yet. So you should now have sort of nice clean edges along the front. Now we're going to fold this in half and keep our channel at the top and put those together. But we're going to have the wrong side of the bag outside. So you're going to have all the sort of tatty bits and the edges, the raw edges, and the bit without the pattern on it outside. So the bit with your pattern will be inside, being kept nice and clean. And then we're going to sew from below, just below your, so you've got your little ribbon alley as such here. You're going to sew from just below that, and you're going to go all the way down on that bit that you've just sewed, and all the way along the bottom. So I'll show you how that looks. I'll just do that quickly. So you can do all of this by hand. You don't have to do this on a machine. I'm doing it on a machine just so that it's nice and quick for you. But you can do all of this by hand, it's not a problem. Okay. So, you should now have all of this sewn together. You should be able to pop your hand inside and not stick your fingers through anywhere. Okay? Okay. So, now that we've done that, we can trim away any little bits of thread again. That's it. We get rid of all of our little bits of thread. So that's done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our ribbon through our little thing. So we can turn this the right way around now. And just stick your hand in and poke out all those little corners. You see? So you should now have a little bag. Now all we need to do, now we've got our little bag, is put our ribbon in. So your ribbon needs to be about, well, probably 4 times the width of your little bag. So here's our little bag. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So we're going to have a nice long bit of ribbon. You can always chop some off later, so it doesn't really matter too much. And then what you want is a nice big safety pin. So I've got a little safety pin here. Lots of safety pins on it. Doesn't matter, I'll leave those on. So you're going to put your safety pin through your ribbon. Can you see? The safety pin's through my ribbon. Okay? And then you're going to use that to thread that through your little hole. So got the little opening at the end. We're going to poke our safety pin in there, all closed, so we don't hurt ourselves. And then you're just going to poke that all the way through, and pull it round. That's it. Poke it all the way in. That's it. And pull your ribbon out the other end. There we go. So pull your safety pin through. Right, then we can take our safety pin off of that. Once you've got your safety pin off, you should have your ribbon through just like that. So now that we've got that through, you're going to line up your ribbon at the end, like that. And we're just going to tie a little knot in it. So just tie a little knot in the end of your ribbon. And there you go. You've got a little drawstring bag. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I hope to see you all very soon. Have fun and stay safe, guys. See you later. Bye.